Well, most of the news surrounding the upcoming Flash movie has been about Ezra Miller, and not so much about the movie itself. But now we're starting to get more looks at the merch, and with that merch comes merch leaks. A recent one revealed the main villain of the upcoming movie, and it's a bit of a surprise considering what story they're adapting. Let's break it all down. Now, as many of you know, The Flash finally arrives this June in theaters, and despite all the drama behind the scenes, the film is definitely going to get released. Warner Brothers has invested a ton of money into this movie, so they're not going to pull a Batgirl. But we do know reshoots have been taking place over the past 6 months, so there's a solid chance this movie will indeed tie into the new DCU. All the test screenings were absolutely spectacular, so I don't expect Warner Brothers to be making hefty changes, but they are definitely tweaking that storyline to make it a little more cohesive, with whatever plans they have in place. Now, like I was saying, there has been some recent merch leaks, and with that merch, we have found out who the main villain of the upcoming movie is. Despite this film being based on Flashpoint, it looks like the main villain of this movie is going to be the Black Flash, or also known as the Dark Flash. In the original Flashpoint storyline, the Reverse Flash played a huge role, but it appears the Dark Flash is now set to be the big bad of the upcoming film. Now, this comes via a merch leak, but unlike other merch leaks, WB has been issuing massive takedown notices for this particular picture. I've linked it over a couple of places on Twitter, and I'd really suggest you go and check it out there. I don't want to get a strike from Warner Brothers, so we're just going to go ahead and play it safe. Additionally, it appears once again Ezra Miller will be taking up that part, and this will be a future version of Barry Allen. This is very similar to how the character works in the comics, and another reason why removing Ezra from the film was really a difficult possibility. Now, the Black Flash himself was introduced in 1998, and basically is the Speed Force's version of Death. He travels through time and space and takes speedsters back to the place their powers originated once their time is up. Now, in the comics, Barry Allen even served as the Black Flash for a time, and given what we saw in this merch leak, it does appear like this is the version of the character we're getting. Now, we've had multiple plot leaks about the movie, so this is a minor spoiler, but we do know it's based on Flashpoint, which will see Barry go back in time. Now, how this character fits into the movie, we're going to have to wait and see. There have been multiple plot leaks about what's going on in The Flash, and how this is all tied to Barry's time-traveling shenanigans. Like we said, the Dark Flash is typically death for speedsters, and this does suggest that maybe one of those versions of Barry Allen won't make it out of the movie. This production has become Flashpoint in name only, so I'm not totally sure where the Dark Flash is going to fit in, but it was kind of nice to get a first look at the character and finally get some confirmation on who the main villain is going to be.